Welcome back to FryMinis. I'm Eric, and today in our Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft coverage, we're going to take a look at the Vistani. At a super high level, Vistani are traveling folk, native, I believe, to Barovia. They've had some recent restructuring of their lore to get away from certain past stereotypes. So we've got a bunch of information in this book. Let's take a look. Known throughout the lands of the mists, Vistani, singular Vistana, are a people with a unique understanding of the domains of dread and the hidden paths between them. Following itinerant traditions, many Vistani travel between domains, learning much of the hidden lands, the many faces of evil, and the strange wonders of the mists. A people unto themselves, Vistani refuse to be captives of a single domain, the mists, or any terror. So the whole book so far has been setting up individuals as mist wanderers. So I think it's interesting to have an entire group of mist wanderers. Unlike the denizens of individual domains, Vistani are inhabitants of the land of the mist as a whole. Although they trace their origins to the same world as Barovia, many Vistani look toward the future, learning from their traditions and from one another to better face whatever lies ahead. Vistani bands consist primarily of one or more extended human families who can trace their heritage back to age-old Vistani clans. Over generations of exploring the mists, though, individuals of other ancestries have been accepted into some clans and now are full-fledged members of the Vistani culture. As they travel, members of a Vistani band walk, ride on horseback, and drive ledge wagons, stopping at night to set up camp. Vistani bands occasionally camp near welcoming communities to trade and resupply, but rarely stay more than a week, though this can be complicated if a Dark Lord closes a domain's borders. Most bands make their living primarily through craftwork, especially delicate silversmithing, horse rearing, and trading wares carried between domains. Meetings between Vistani bands are opportunities to trade, catch up with friends, and share both news and warnings of dangers ahead or behind. That's cool. They start out originally as humans from Barovia, but they expand to include non-humans, just as equal members of the family. I like it. Vistani pass their varied teachings through their families as stories and songs, detailing lessons learned from generations of travelers, warnings specific to visited domains, and traditional magic. Spellcasters aren't uncommon among Vistani bands, with many favoring divination magic for the practical help it provides in avoiding danger. Spellcasters often incorporate their people's traditional divination tools into their spellcasting, including the fortune-telling cards called Tarot decks. With their experience navigating the mists, many Vistani understand how to employ mist talismans to reach specific domains or possess the Mistwalker dark gift, allowing them to make their way between domains. Vistani don't enter the mist lightly, though, knowing that each of such passage holds inherent danger. Caravan leaders ensure that every family member is accounted for before moving on, ensuring no one gets lost in the mists. Divination magic, Tarot decks, traveling as a group, family. I think we're developing some strong themes here. Vistani travelers have a holistic perspective on the domains of dread and know the following secrets. The mists are more than weather and are manipulated by forces that seem fickle and often cruel. The mists can carry travelers between lands and can be coerced but never controlled. Evil is real and embodied by individuals of terrible power. Time, reality, and memory don't always move in reliable ways, particularly between domains. One might glimpse their fortune, but such things endlessly shift. Every soul makes their own fate. All right, cool. They've got some insider info that they've learned over the ages as they've traveled. That makes sense. Their travels across domains bring many Vistani into contact with a wide range of people. As the only outsiders that some remote communities see in the course of a year, the news and goods Vistani bring ensures a genuine welcome and renewal of long-standing trade relationships. Some more dismal communities view Vistani with suspicion, though, being wary of anyone who emerges from the mists. But even those communities often find the lure of news and trade too tempting to forgo entirely. Most people who live among the domains of dread know the following things about Vistani. They don't fear the mists and can travel safely throughout the mists to other lands. They carry goods and stories from far-off lands. They're protective of their families, which includes members of other caravans. Most don't discuss their culture or beliefs with outsiders. Their travel routes are unpredictable, and a community might go years without seeing a Vistani caravan. Okay, I'm glad we're setting it up here. Generally, people will be happy to see some Vistani. Members of Vistani bands understand the disorienting, dangerous nature of the mists better than anyone. Vistani caravans sometimes take pity on those who ask them for help, especially strangers from unfamiliar lands hopelessly searching for home, allowing such wayfarers to travel with them as far as the next settlement. In rare cases, a clan might even adopt a gracious, helpful traveler. Characters who befriend or do right by members of a Vistani band might be allowed to take shelter or travel with a caravan for a time. But Vistani travelers quickly share tales of danger and of those who wrong them with other caravans, and those who slight one Vistana often meet others who share a grudge against them. Okay, so not just anybody can become Vistani. You have to be welcoming, you have to not prove yourself, but you have to be a pal. Some Vistani are legends among their people, and their bands might be encountered anywhere. The individuals noted here number among the most famous Vistani band leaders. Hiskosa, a renowned poet and storyteller, Hiskosa leads a caravan that embraces the mists and goes where they lead it. As a result, his clan is unmoored from time and reality, appearing in different ages, in strange versions and configurations of domains, and even on worlds beyond the domains of dread. His lyrical accounts of his travels are often viewed as prophecies. Madame Eva, a controversial figure among the Vistani, Madame Eva made a bargain with the vampire Count Strahd Vanzarovich. As a result, the evils that lurk in Barovia avoid Vistani. However, Madame Eva and her followers occasionally ally with the infamous Count, giving them a sinister reputation. Madame Eva and her unique band of Vistani are detailed in the adventure Curse of Strahd. Mother Luba. The halfling Mother Luba is known for putting unquiet spirits to rest and transporting wayward souls through the mists to their rightful homes. Those wicked spirits beyond her aid, she trapped within her Taroka deck, which became known as Luba's Taroka of Souls, from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. Interesting that there's a halfling leader, right? It talks about these being mostly human and allowing non-humans, but it's cool to see. So that opens it up for anything. And we have a special section here about how to create a Vistani character. Being a Vistana makes a character part of a larger family and cultural tradition. Most Vistani are human, but many bands incorporate other peoples, particularly halflings, wood elves, orcs, and tieflings. Vistani have a range of skin, eye, and hair colors. When players create Vistani characters, consider asking them the following questions. Did you leave your clan's caravan? If so, are you seeking to right a wrong done to them or to spare them from harm? If not, how do you balance your adventures with your family's travels? Are there ways you and your family keep tabs on one another? How much do you know about navigating the mists? Do you know how to travel between domains? Do you use divination magic to guide your fate? Or do you know little about it, having left navigation to others? How do you feel about being away from your people? Do you enjoy socializing with a variety of people? Did you seek a settled life? Do you want to finish your tasks quickly and return to your family? So Vistani seem pretty cool to me. I like their kind of traveling, kind of roguish type idea of like just being out in the world and exploring it and adventuring. I like that a lot. I like the ideas of the family unit being not just your immediate family, but your group, bringing others into it. I think there's a lot of cool value there. I also like that even though these are mostly human, there's not like a Vistani stat block. Like they're typically just the regular people. And if you ever do want a special human stat block, I made a subrace called Adventurous Humans. It's an alternative to Variant Human. Check it out. I've got a video on it. So yeah, it's a cool section. What else would you like to see about Vistani here in the book? What kind of information would you have liked to learn? Or what are your just general thoughts on Vistani? Let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe and stay tuned for more Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft coverage here on FryMinis. Thank you.